YouTube, it's us again. We're using this piece of wood that is a wood wedge used in construction to point at different items in the room. It is in no way, shape, or form used in firearms. It is used to install doors and windows in construction. Again, we're going to use this piece of wood to point at objects in the room. It is a wood wedge for construction. Well, we got one person in here at least. I see a thumbs up, but it says 0. Hey guys, what's up? How is it going, guys? Hey. There's a few of you in the chat. Appreciate you coming to Desert Armory and more, guys. Blue Chick says good evening. Joshua says thumbs up. Beautiful shotguns. Thanks, Brookside. Blue Chick says good evening. Jonathan says hi. Johnson, HE says good evening. Good evening, Desert. I'm sorry for deleting that post on yesterday's live. Dozed off with my thumb on my phone. I'll be careful. I'm not even sure which one that was, Eastern. Must not have been important. He's probably the one person I said that he's supposed to be in here. It didn't matter. Yeah, that's a Weatherby. That's the only Weatherby I own. It's a 20 gauge from. It's got really neat buttstock on it. It's got some decent tigering in there, and then definitely the front forearm does. So yeah, today I just put shotguns in general out, not all the double barrels. Just shotguns in general. Yes, sir. Shotguns in general. In general. Gotta put something back here. There we go. Alright, back to it, guys. The chat freeze up already? For reals? No, maybe not. 11 in the chat, guys. Thanks for coming. I have one 16 gauge, Mr. Jed. That second one in right there is a Zastava 16 gauge. I should actually put all those up. Let's see here. We got 2016, 10, and 12. Where we got the 12? Where's the 410 guy? I got one up here somewhere. There it is. Let's see. The Weatherby looks like a more expensive 870. Pretty much, yeah. I forgot to put the cartridges out here. That way you can see the size differences is all the ones that I normally shoot. I do have 9mm rimfire too. That's the one in the very front. Do you have a Glock 35? Brentley, I have a Glock 20 right there. Welcome back, Crystal. You'll let me get shot down real quick. Do you have a Glock 35? No, I don't. Do you have a Colt 45 revolver? Doc Holliday, I do have a Colt 45 revolver, but it's made by Cimarron. Captain Hook, what's up? Captain Hook. What's up with Captain Hook? What's he doing? What's up with Captain Hook? Well, these don't want to come out of the box. This ammo's stuck in there pretty good. Alrighty. What else we got? Do you have a Bosny? No, I do not. A Bonsai? Nope. Do you have a Glock? Joseph, right there, a Glock 20. That's the only Glock I own. Joseph is copy and Drek Bubby. 20 gauge, yes. The Weatherby right there is a 20 gauge. Right there. Is that a firearm? Yeah, it is, buddy. I'm a gunslinger. I do a bunch of spinning tricks and revolvers. Nice, Doc. Love your name, by the way. Do you have a musket? Brentley, I do. Angel says hi. There's a musket from 1840s. Let's see here. Do you have a 1911? Dude, it's staring at you in the face. It's right there on the table, buddy. What is that? What is a Glock right there on the table? That's a Glock 20. 1911's on the table, buddy. It's right in front of you. Hello, I'm back. What's up, Empire? Welcome. Jed, I have a 44 Magnum revolver. That one in the bottom right there is a 44 mag revolver. ALR. I'm not sure what that means. Joseph says sick. Thank you. Military wife. Hey, welcome. 1911's right there, Victoria. My favorite shotgun is my Slamfire 12. Nice, Joe. What does your Glock 20 shoot? 10 millimeter, Captain Hook. Already answered that one, Jed. Joseph says you like guns. Good. Do you have a Colt Brantley right there? Serenity says, why do you have these and are not good? Those are bad Silverado songs for kids, Michigan rentals and kids. So I don't know, Serenity. I think you're reading the wrong books. Get some 2 zigzags next to you, 2 or 45 in a bag. You ever thought about buying the 50G slide for the 20? I never have, Don J. Welcome, by the way. Dennis, you got double barrels. Yeah, there's like 2, 3 of them on the table right there, buddy. The Dirt Bike Boy says hi. M14, probably not. Barack Obama, really? Right there. That one's a AR-15. SIG M17. Adrena, I have a M18 SIG. Could you pick it up and show me? Unfortunately not, Victoria. We cannot. Jed, I already answered that. I got a 44 Magnum right there. Lever action. Hey, Jerome, thanks for your help. You're welcome, Lisa. I'm just on for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Then I got to study. 12 gauge shotgun. Yes, Victoria. We got 3 of them on the table. This double barrel there and the 2 in the back. Here, I'll put you up a little closer. Glock 30, Devin. I don't even know what that looks like. I'm not a Glock guy, so I don't know much. Triple barrels, nope. No 350 Legends, Jackson. Do you have a bird shot? Brentling, all shotguns are bird shot. I don't have a 4-bore, Sandra. The 1911 shoots 45 ACP, Victoria. What's the single shot in front of the 1911? That's a 9mm rimfire. It's that little brass shell. It's a shotgun. Olympia, not sure what that is. Do you have 460 Weatherby? Adrian, I have a 460 Smith & Wesson revolver, a Magnum. No 350 Legend, Jackson. Already answered that. A Glock 1. Yeah, huh? They don't make them. No such thing. Unfortunately, I can't read that language. Jed, I have a 3030. Yes. Just answer it once and I'll get to you. Right there. Just ask it once and I'll get to you. That's an 1840s authentic musket. Yes, sir, senior. Right there. Here weights is high. Any 308s? Yes, I have a 308 right there. It's a, what do you call that one? An Axis, Savage Axis? Rocket launchers? Nope. What's the 28 gauge on the pole? I don't have a 28 gauge. I couldn't fit a 28, unfortunately. I could only fit 5 calibers on there. I couldn't fit a 4th. I would have put it on there. What was your 270? It's a Remington 700. It's in the gun safe. You double tap your screens, the heart icon changes. There you go, guys. Double tap the screen. AR-15's right there, Victoria. Do you have a 243? I don't know, Mr. Me Name. Desert Eagle Brock? No, we don't. Wait, are those AI or are those actually real? They're real, JKO, Jugless. They're all real. Coexist is high. Hey, buddy. Kirk died from drug overdose. Mr. Young, that is a lie. You do not belong in this chat. Liars don't belong here. 4040? I don't have one of those, Jed. 3-inch 12 gauge SK12 is a business. That would do it, Exit. What's your favorite kind of pie? Strawberry rhubarb, Dennis. Rizzy says hi. Mikey says hi. No 35011 Jackson. Proxy King says, what do you have so many guns? I asked the question, why not? Mickey says hello again. Do you have revolvers? JCON, I do have 16 revolvers. I usually have them out on Thursdays. It's called Will Gun Thursdays. Do you have a switch? I do not. Razi says, oh, wow. 3030, Victoria, we got one right there. Right there. It's a Taurus. Glock 19, no, we have a Glock 20, Mr. JCON. No 6.5 Creedmoors. What do you have to get those? Are too dangerous. Serenity, no, they're not. It's the person operating it that's dangerous. The gun itself is not. I don't have any Brownings, Joe. Auto Trail says, do you have any 308 Win Mag? Winchester, I do. Auto Trail, right there. 308 Axis Savage. I got a 44 mag. Jackson, you asked that about 6 times already. I'm going to answer it one more time. Right there, lever action. I don't have any revolvers. No 4 gauge Emerald. No 243s, Mr. Me Name. What's up, Bruce? Jackson, you already asked that how many times? Please stop asking if I have a 44 mag. I have answered it 3 times already. AK-47 threat. We do. Right there with the Russian red. That would be good, Exode. Let's see here. Show me the Glock 20. Sure, I can get you up close. Right there, guys. Glock 20, it's a 10 mil. 1911's right next to it. 22 mag. Yes, Jed, I have a 22 mag, 2 little revolvers. They're in this safe. Mario, I don't have a Desert Eagle. Do you have a 243? Me name, you asked that 3 times already, and I said no to every one. Glock 45, Jackson, no, I only have a Glock 20. Only Glock I have. It's a little behind, but he will answer your questions. Do you have a bow? Mikey, I do, but unfortunately the strings broke. Do you have a bow? We already asked that. Do you have an AK? Yes, I heard my dog. I heard him too, by the way. It's right there. No 4-bores, Proxy. Mini 14, Jackson, I do not. 277 Fury, no. Those are a little hard to find, I think, aren't they? They're more of a military only right now. No name, no 243s. You asked that 6 times. Carson says hi. Exodus says 12 gauge 3-inch. That would be cool. I don't think you would actually have a 30-30. I already actually answered that, Victoria, and I said yes, I do. It's right there. What's a good first handgun EDC brand? Glock, Sig, Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson Viamato. That's the brand I would get for a concealed Smith & Wesson. What is in the safe? Guns. 338 Win Mag. No, Jed. I have a 338 Lapua Ruger sniper rifle right here. What's up, Hawk? Jackson, that is the 7th time you asked if I have a 44 Magnum. I'm pointing at it. Pay attention, Jackson. Right there. 44 Magnum lever action model 94 AE. You'll get kicked out if you ask it again, okay? You asked it 8 times now, I believe. Let's see here. What's your EDC? One of them's actually right there. It's a 2.0 Bodyguard Smith & Wesson. Let's see. My favorite color pie is apple pie. Nice. 450 Bushmaster. I do not. No M44s, Harry. And 40 is garbage, Jackson. You got 40 gauge. No, I don't have any 40. I don't have any 40 Smith & Wesson calibers. Nope. Do you have a triple barrel? I don't, Brantley. Charlie, welcome back, bud. No 300 Win Mag. I have a 338 Lapua. 1911 is the best gun. Nice, Zachary. Cleaning rifles for the competition while you provide the soundtracks. There we go. Is 3 3/4 or 3-inch Magnum? What would I prefer? I actually don't have any 3-inch Magnums because my guns don't shoot that. Mine shoot the 2 3/4 high brass, and then I have some that shoot the. Oh no, wait! I do have a 3-inch Magnum. That bolt action right there. Forgot to shove that one over here, but I have a lot of shotguns because I have. This is all shotguns too, and this whole wall here is shotguns, except that last one there and this one here. Those two. Let's see here. 600-yard bench tomorrow. There we go. The viability. What's up? Would you sacrifice your life if you knew your kid could go in to be Batman? No. Jackson. He says you got a 30-06. I do. A Remington 700 30-06 is in the safe. Let's see here. Nothing for sale, boys and girls. Correct. Do you have an M19 Colt? I don't. Did you get a new shotgun? I didn't, Charlie. It's just I don't have all the double barrels. I have the pumps, which you don't see that often, are out on the table as well. Springfield XD opinion. Never shot one, but I hear they're pretty good, Rob. Where are your shotguns? Yeah, right. Jason, what's up, brother? Litford. Jackson, you already asked about a Mini 14. I said no. Jed Henderson, no 400 Legends. I do have a 500 Magnum, though, Jed Henderson. It's in the safe. Mini 14s, nope. How do you have so many guns? Hard work and buying. What's your favorite gun? One of my favorites is this double barrel 10 gauge right there. It's a Beretta Silverhawk 10 gauge. Found the gay channel. We ain't gay here, buddy. Do you have a 308 Winchester? I have a Savage Mark 1 308. Mikey says hi again. No Glock 45s, buddy. Just a Glock 20. Why isn't 20 gauge an option? That was a mistake on my part, buddy. Let me redo that. I was supposed to put 20 there. Sorry about that. I only have room for 5. And so I messed up on that one, guys. I did 12 gauge twice. I'm redoing that, guys. Sorry about that. Someone asked about a 28, but I said, well, I don't have room to put a 28 as well. Let's see here. I can only fit, I guess it's only 4 I can fit on there, not 5. All right, guys, restarting the poll. Sorry about that. I goofed on that a little bit. There we go, guys. We'll shrink that down for you. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to put 20 gauge on there. We put 12 on there twice. There we go, guys. Country Hutter. Yes, I do have a 308. What about my face, Nisha? Do you have a Desert Eagle? I don't. What brand should I use for deer hunting rifle? Hudson, that's a loaded question. And again, I don't have room for a 16 gauge either. I only have an option for 4 settings turbo, so I'm sorry I can't put 16 on there. I do have a 16 myself right here. That's a Zastava M75. Winchester Defender 1300. Nice. I have a 1200. It's the second one behind on that stack. Well, actually, no, it's the back one. That's a 1200, that back one. The one in between is a Sears and Roebuck. That's the same model, but it's the Sears and Roebuck. It's made by Winchester, and then we got a lot of double barrels here. Do you have a smoke grenade? I don't. Do you have any AR-22s? I don't, country. Brock says, what's your first ever weapon? It was a 22 Savage Mark II bolt action. It's in the safe. I'm learning German. Good for you, Casey. 300 Weatherby mag. I don't. I have a 338 Lapua, Jed. What's up, Just Mods? Thanks for being a member, my friend. What are the new type of ammunitions coming out? Alex, I don't know. I know the 277's pretty new, but other than that, I'm not sure. I can't, Country Hunter. Nice, with a nice furniture set at the 1200. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty. The one, the Weatherby, though, is a, that's a 20 gauge, the Weatherby. Let's see. I can't open the safe. Do you have a black powder rifle? I do, Hudson, right there. It is a Kentucky rifle from 1840s, roughly. One of my favorite on the table, Mr. Avery, is the 10 gauge double barrel right here by Beretta. It's a Silverhawk. That's my favorite shotgun I own. It's from 1960. Love the 1200s and 1300s. Yep, they're nice. Yo, man, can't not say for $1. What do you mean? Oh, that, yeah. Well, it's $1.99 if I recall, right? What's your best one? I don't really know. I think I said it for $1.99, right, Just Meds? Maybe for you it is for what you have it set for. Is that 410 in the front? What's your next gun? No, that is not a 410. That is a 9mm rimfire shotgun. Cheated on my history test. Are you proud of me? I'm not, cool. Don't cheat. You got a 32 gauge. I do not. Do you have a BB gun? I don't. I have a pellet gun, though. Don't have a BB gun. Sorry, my tablet shut off. I got to start it back up. Thanks for those subscriptions, guys. I mean, it's hard to say what better with the 20 gauge or 12 gauge. This and for a scatter, I love the spread, but the slug 20 gauges are most accurate that I find. There you go. Hey, welcome back, Dodge City. That wooden bolt action on the floor. What is it? That's actually not a bolt action. That is a. That down there is a Kentucky rifle, Dodge City. Welcome back, by the way. She says, "Do you have a Desert Eagle?" I don't. Heavy love. Membership, $1 in UK. Oh, got you. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing great, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Do you have a Walther PDP? Scarvis. I've been looking at one, but I think the one I was looking at sold. I'd love to get one. Bro, it's cool that you have this many guns. Thank you, Victoria. No AA-12s, Mr. Cool Mason. What gun do you hunt with? Country, we're going to use the 30-30 and a 270 Remington 700 on our hunt mid-November. If you want to see that stuff, like, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and you'll see some hunting videos. 410 or 32. Jed, I'm not sure. I've never shot a 32 gauge. I have a 410. It's behind me. Or you're saying they are that. Hudson, yeah, I just showed the black powder. You're welcome, Dodge. Shout out to Dodge City Kid, guys. Show us that gun you just said. Not sure which one. Tactical, yes, we got one Glock. It's a Glock 2010 mil. 20 gauge are great. That one is Weatherby 20 gauge right there, Mr. K. Average American household, yep. No 4570s. What's with the keyboard bullies? I don't know, coexist. They just do that. That is a hard one to find, Mr. Jed, a 45-110. Those are in the Sharps, if I recall. Do I have a 50 caliber? I do, Emerd. It's a 500 Smith & Wesson. It's a revolver. No 50-70s either. I have something that looks similar to a 50-70, Joel. It's right there. It's a 5.77 Snyder. What's up, Xavier? Welcome. Country Hunter says hi. How do you turn the notifications on? I really want to see this. You go to my channel and where it says you subscribed, it'll be a gray. It'll be like a clear looking bell. If you click and hold it, it'll drop down with different options for notifications. You click all, and then it'll show it. What's your most powerful? My 338 Lapua right there, and my 10 gauges, Mr. Heavy Love, and then my 500 Smith & Wesson revolver. No 4440s, Jed. Dodge Kid City Kid says, thanks, buddy. Good to be here. Thank you. Yes, I have an AR-15, Mr. Hunter, right there. Guys, we have memberships if you want. It's $1.99 a month. That gives you special videos as well as help support the channel. We are monetized too, so if you want to drop any super chats, it's up to you. If you don't want YouTube getting money out of it, we do have Cash App and Venmo as well. 41 Mag. No, I do not. Can I ask a favor? Go ahead and ask. Haha67. What is your most powerful handgun? My 500, Zachary. Do you have any snipers? Sort of. This one's a precision rifle. Ruger. 330 at Lapua sniper like. Oh, sorry. Nope. Just checked. It's $199 UK. Okay, so it's the same right now. I have a lot pre-1900s, Alex. I probably have about 30 guns pre-1900s. Little Chris, yeah, morning. How many lever action rifles do you have? So we've got, what, 5 right there, and then I have the lever action 10 gauge right there in the end on the bottom. And then I have a lever action model 99 Savage in the safe. So 7. I have 7 lever actions. Charles, what's up? He say, hi. Done, boy. Thanks, AK. Appreciate you. You're a table. Hey, table. Hi, it looks good and interesting. Thanks, you Twin Edge. Hi from the UK. Have you ever had any British firearms? I have one, Buck. I have a 303 British. It's a Lee Enfield right there in the corner. Someone sporterized it, but it's still a very good rifle. I also have a 5.77 Schneider made by Lee Enfield right there, that really long one from 1840s. Can you give me a close-up of the AR? Unfortunately, right now I got to stay right here. My battery's about to die, so I have you plugged in. 460 mag. I do, Jed. See that blue box up there? That blue box has a 460 in it, Mr. Jed. Do you test some guns? I test my own. These are all mine. McDonald, I don't have any Barrett M82s. Got a 308. Yes, Miguel, right there. 308 Savage Axis Mark 1. Like the rest of us is high. Country Hunter says, do you hunt? I do. How do you get so many guns? Hard-earned money, buddy. Good day, night, evening, morning, and goodbye. Have a nice time, sir, and hope your hunt goes well. Thank you, Emerald. Appreciate you for coming by. Double tap that screen, guys. Like and subscribe if you could. Can you buy those from me, bro? You can't, AK, unfortunately. World War II bolt actions. I have this one. It's a Mosin Nagant from 43. It's a Model 38, and I have that one right there. That's a 303 British from 43. Thanks for that, Red Knight. Thank you for the super sticker. Tundras. A Toyota Tundra? Don't have one. Ryland says he's back. Is that a black AK at the right? Mr. Him, that is a Sega 12 copy 12 gauge. Mr. Justice is high. Do I have any 204 Rugers? I don't, Jed. Dominique, welcome, buddy. Freedom Eagle. Dude looks like he got really unlucky at the zombie mystery box a few too many times. 17 HMR. Jed, I do. It's a CZ... is it 427, I think? It's in the safe. Do you have a pet? I've got 2 doggies and 2 donkeys. If you want to see my dogs or my donkeys, I got videos of that. I have hunting videos of quail or dove. I have hiking videos, cave exploring, shooting, all sorts of stuff, guys. Check it out. Thanks, Palmetto. Victoria says, okay, M1 Garand. No, Mr. B, we don't. RPK or RRED. Not sure what the difference is, Mr. Red. Got a 950 JDJ? I don't, Mr. Mike. Is that an AK-74 original part or changed? Mr. Justice, that's an AK-47. It's a 7.62 by 39. It's a Kalashnikov. Kalashnikov USA. Looks like you are really going to survive the zombie, hopefully. Do you have an SMG? I don't, Country Hunter. Yeah, I don't have one of those, Mike. Yeah, I don't have any 950 JDJs. I know someone who does, Kentucky Ballistics. Eli Love, are they real? They are. No 4570s destination. 99 Savage. Yes, I got one. It's in the safe. It's a, from the 50s. It's a Savage 99 lever action chambered in 300 Savage. Yes, it has the round counter. Yep. Alex says, hey, that's great to hear. What is your favorite from your antique collection? From my antique collection, it's probably going to be this lever action right here is from 1895, so it's still an antique. That's my favorite from my antique collection. It's a Model 92 from 1895, chambered in 32 Winchester centerfire. Jet Stizzy sub, thanks. What? That's a lie. You can't bolt that 50 cal. I don't have a 50 cal bolt action. I have a 500 Smith & Wesson. Deer season starts November 8th here. I forget. I think ours just started for rifle, or it's going to. My hunt is mid-November, so I'm the second weekend. I have whitetail. My buddy's got a mule deer. What about KRM? I do not have. Red says, hi, what's your favorite gun? I don't really have a favorite, buddy. 270 WAN? I don't know what that is, Jed. 300 WSM. I don't have one of those. Jaden says, you sell them. I don't. Get the Model 89 and 500 Smith & Wesson with FAL. Mike, I have a... Mine is a Magnum Research Magnum 500 from... it's the Pillager. 11-inch barrel, I think. Nothing's for sale, right? How much to buy this all for? I'm not sure, Dominique. Jeep says, yo. Victoria says, okay. 11 9mm version of the Eagle Luger, but they are very rare, expensive. Jaden says, do you sell your guns? Nope. What's up, Junior Junior? We just drove out from our quail hunt, and you're live. Hey, did you get anything? I know for myself, I haven't seen a lot of quail. When I was hunting for my dove, there was like no quail around. Maybe they're out now. How many shotguns do I own? I have 9 double barrels, 3 pumps, 1 bolt, and 1, 2, 3, 4 single actions, I think, and 1 lever action. No JD days. It would be really cool to shoot one, though. Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. No worries, EDC. Do you have a 3-line rifle? I'm not sure what that is. What's my fastest gun? Probably either lever action or one of my semi-autos. Although I'm really fast with my 120 gauge, or sorry, 12 gauge. It's that middle one back there. I got that from a yard sale for 50 cheeseburgers. It's an old Sears and Roebuck. That's my fast gun. Let's see. What's your favorite pew pew? I don't really have a favorite pew pew. Do you have a James Bond gun? I don't. I have one that looks similar, but it's not. Mr. Jack. Mr. Justice is a muzzleloader AK-74, also the gas tube. Sign took the 545. Guessing it's wrong. Not sure, my friend. Type 07 FFL. No, I don't. Venhar says, do you have a semi-automatic gun in World War II? Like an M1 Garand? Van Han, I don't. Dominique says, ha ha ha. He's like, ha 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 ha. It's like a little Pac-Man. Right on with Winchester. That's a great piece. Yes. Let me see your blue gun. It's not out today, RJJ. That was last night. What are you so scared of? Nothing, Carl. I have a Polish Tantal in original parts. Amazing weapon. Nice, Mr. Justice. Like and subscribe. Double tap them screens, folks. Thanks, Focus, for mentioning that. I don't have a scar. About to be able to hunt. Nice, Rylan. Do you have a shotgun? Hey, Spider. Yeah, we sure do. Are you a hunter? I am, Kyle. We good, right? Yep, Lex, we're good. Thoughts on a SIG P11? Never saw one, Junior. I don't think so. Do you handle living here in the UK with our strict gun laws? Nope, Mr. Buck. Rida, welcome. Like and subscribe. This is Freedom EDC. Mango, welcome, buddy. How's UK life right now, early morning hours? Do you have an AKU? I don't. Mr. G433DY, I don't have really a favorite gun. I have a variety that are my favorites. Desert, I hope your night has been amazing so far. It has so far, JP. We've been on almost half an hour. What's your biggest buck? Hudson, this is actually the first buck I'm going for. What's that very dark black rifle? So these are all shotguns, if you're talking about these. I don't have a 270 WSM, Jed. I'm sick right now. Oh, sorry, Mango. You have a Stevens Model 31 1D. I don't. I have a Stevens single shot 22s, Stevens single shot 25 rimfire. Forget what else of the Stevens. There's my 1911, Josh, right there. We got 4, but was good cardio. There you go. AK-45. I don't have one of those, Jacob. What's your smallest gun? Spider Sammy. It's not out today. It's a little single shot 22 from 1869 to 1871. No drillings. I would love to have a German drillings. That would be nice, Mike. Dominic says, what U.S. your best gun in this collection? My best gun of my shotguns is this double barrel 10 gauge right there. It's got a lot of etching on it. That's my most expensive gun, actually, that I paid the most for. It's really pretty. It's a 10 gauge. It shoots those 3.5-inch magnums right there, that real tall one. Cheeseburgers. Whoops, sorry, guys. I hit my stand here. Holy bleep, says Mike. JP, FFF just had one. There we go. A hamburger sounds good. Yep. Country Hunter. Yeah, we got the, right here's a 1911 A1 right there. Jed says, meow. What's up, Greek? He said, hello. Wesley says, V. I'm not sure what he's typing out. Snack. Yes, we've got cheese stick. And we got some Mountain Dew. Not sure what he's typing out. Do you have an AK-47? Cool Kid line. We do, right there. The redwood one in the center right there. AK-47 Kalashnikov. Wesley Ketchum, shut up. I know, right? Let's see here. What's up, Wesley? 6.5 300. I know what a 6.5 Creedmoor is, but not a 300. Dash 300. If you had unlimited cash, what's your dream gun from history? Probably some type of full auto, probably. We killed a 10-pointer with killing instinct crossbow. David, nice. I already answered that, Spider, what my smallest gun is. My first is in the safe. It's a 22 rimfire Savage Mark II bolt action. In my parrot voice. Don't shoot. I'm in my parrot voice. What is your favorite gun in the collection? I don't really have a favorite, Dominique. I did all like and subscribe. Thank you, Rylan. Yo, bro, what's up, Alex? AK versus SKS for hunting purposes. Actually, Mike, the SKS would do better for hunting purposes because it's a little longer barrel. It would be more accurate than an AK. At least with mine, with the two I have. Spidey, I already answered what my smallest gun is. That's no rifle hunting. Yeah, I got rifles. Do you have a Desert Eagle? I don't. Yo, 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 Big Joe, Little Toe, ding dong dong. What's up, Jed? Alex, welcome back. Do you have a buckshot? I got lots of buckshot. Number 9. What's up, Frida? Why do this? Why not do this, Luke? 3040 Craig. Not yet, Jed. The all-black rifle near the AK. All-black rifle. Okay, the AK's right here, and there's no all-black rifle by the AK. That's not black if you're meaning that one. That's wood. That's a 303 British. If you're meaning this way over here, that's a 12-gauge Sega copy. We have a 243 Win. I don't. My Model 700, excuse me, is a 270 and a 30-06 is my Remington 700s. Because it's fun, yep. Do you have a small gun thing that's called an Eagle? Nope. Well, yeah, why not, Luke? Do you have an AKS 74U? I don't, Central. Welcome back, by the way, Central. Appreciate you, man. How many guns you got? I don't know, 80, 100? Wow, whoa, says Mike. Do you have a high point? I don't, Jed. Gigabytes. What's up, mister? I'm a cheeseburger god. Oh, do you have any muzzle loaders? Little Chris, right there on the floor is my muzzle loader. It's from, whoops, sorry, I hit my stand. It's a 1840s roughly. Oh, and I am a 07 FFL. Nice, Mike. No Keltex, Jed. Have you got any British-made firearms? Smelly Scotty.
Smelly Scotty, lovely name, mate. Right, there's a 303 British, the Enfield. And over here in the corner, if you look very closely, you'll see a 577 made by Lee Enfield from 1860s. Do you like that, mate?
Mossy Edit Shockwave 12 gauge, the most home defense firearm. There we go, Eric. Bro, how are you doing? You beautiful, gorgeous man. I'm doing great. And a salt manufacturer. I don't have one of those. Delectable, says Greek. What's your normal routine every day? Get up, get coffee going, make breakfast, and leave for my handyman jobs. I'm a handyman. I own my own business. Country Hunter. My 50 cal that I own is a 500 Smith & Wesson. A 12 gauge Shockwave. There you go, Eric. Duran, what's up, buddy? Oh, you're laughing at my
my very British accent. What's your favorite gun?
Spider Sammy. I don't really have a favorite. Oh, Marta says, you got that, bro. What's the kitty cats for? Night. Largest gun I own is 20 millimeter. Nice. What is your biggest and smallest? So, Tiny Bunny. My biggest is my 338 Lapua. That thing weighs the most, too. It's about 20 pounds with a scope on it. My smallest gun is not out. It's a little single-shot 22 from 1869 to 1871. It's my rarest gun, too. No grenade launchers, handler. Do you have a 222 Remington? I don't, Jed. Mossberg Shockwave 12 gauge. Nice, right on, Eric. Like shotguns. Me too. I hope you get at least 300-pound buck. That'd be cool. That'd be a big whitetail, dude. Yo, need way more guns, bro. Hartic. Yeah, we do need more guns. We do. Yeah. How much do you buy the AK for? I forget how much it was. It was like 1,400 cheeseburgers. It's a Kalashnikov, so it's a good one. No 22 Creedmoors. Yo, Focus 904. Ooh, sweet, luxurious guns. Thank you, Hunter. Like and subscribe. Do you have a green head bullet? I do. They're called M855s, I think. No 7mm Weatherbees, my friend. I do have a Weatherby 12 gauge, Mr. Steve. Do you like Glocks? B7 ever. I don't. I only have one. It's right there. M855s. Okay, that's what they're called. GF Enterprise. Yeah, I do have M855s. This is Win 94. Yes, I have 3 Winchester 94s, or is it 2? That one's a 94 AE, that one's a 94, and this one is similar to 94. Let's see here. Do you have a Marlin Model 336? Jaden, that looks like a Marlin 336, but it's actually a Taurus Rio Grande. That one right there looks like a 336. Steve, I have a 7 million weather beater. I love it. Yeah, weather beaters are nice. They're expensive though. People subscribe to this beautiful man's channel. Can you pull a Terminator with one of your levers? Action. Hunter, I actually have a Terminator one, but it's a 10 gauge and it has a longer barrel, so you couldn't do that on there. It's behind me. It's a 10 gauge though. Here, I'll show it to you. Here, I'll get you off the stand here. Get you up close. So this right here is similar to what I used, but it wasn't quite as chunky. This one's a 10 gauge. And his was sawed off on the barrel, on the butt there, so you could twirl it in his hand. And then the barrel was shorter. That's a 10 gauge. Lil says hi. Freedom says America. Do you have an M1 Garand? I don't mean. Love that British accent. You love the British accent, do you, mate? Thank you very much for coming to Desert Armory and more. Love you very much. Thank you. What's your biggest gun? Spidey, right there, 338 Lapua. Do you have an M16? I do not. Bullet Fall fans. Hey, question. Do you pull the Terminator? I don't. I can't, Hunter. First gun. It's in there. It's a little 22. Savage Bolt Action Mark II. I'm a little behind on the chat, guys, so give me a little grace. I'd like to read all of them. So, what state do I live in? Southern Arizona. How many 22s do you have? Ooh, Hunter, I probably have like 8, 10, something like that. Because I have like 5 pistols and 4 rifles, maybe 5. So I probably got about 10, country. 10 22s, I think. Let's see. Do you have any British guns?
British guns, I have one right there. It's a 303 British. It's a Lee Enfield. Then we have right there a 577 Schneider from 1840s.
The 474-8 is a new Boeing plane. Last one made is 2023. There you go. Do you have an AK, a limited edition? I don't think that one's a limited edition, Joe, other than, I mean, every one technically has its own serial number. First gun, I already mentioned that. It's in there. 22-250, I don't. I see have a SKA. Oh, SKS? Yeah, right there. Having anything that requires instructor device tax stamp isn't worth it unless you're in business. That's true. 14,000. What? I don't know, Carson. Do you have an AR-15? I do, Paulitz, right there in front of me when you're looking at it. Do you have a Germans? Mr. Justin, the Mauser there's from Turkey, so that one's not a German. I do have the MP5 right here that has, it's an MP5 clone from Century Arms, but the whole internals are by HK, so that technically would be German parts. And the tooling was made by HK. Do you have any snipers? Maine. The Mauser pretty much is right there from Turkey, and then my 338 Lapua right here is pretty much a sniper rifle. AR-10s. Nope, no. You can get a tank. Would you ever get one? If which would you take? I'm not sure. Dominique, I have one Glock. It's right there. It's a Glock 20. 10 mil. Baby rifle. My smallest rifle would probably be that lever action up there. Or I have a 10-22 carbine inside the safe. First gun you had is a 22. It's in the safe as well. It's a Savage Mark II bolt action. Trata IWI X95 Taver. Nice. What's your favorite everyday carry pistol? Green. This is actually the one I carry the most. My other one's put away right now. It's actually in one of my vehicles. This is a 2.0 Bodyguard. I also have a 365 SIG. No BB guns, no M14s, Vale. Black Ops Zombie says hi. Do you have an M10 drill gun from Arlington? I don't. Darts. Darts Alex. No Mini 14s. Itaval. No BB guns. There's a pellet gun in the corner over there that Blonde would. For like your videos. And do you have a 3-line rifle? I don't have anything triple barrel. That would be cool. Do you have a Desert Eagle gun? I don't, Spidey. Drew, I don't have an 8-gauge gun. I do have, which we were looking at one the other day online. I do have an 8-gauge shell that I put with my collection. No Desert Eagles. 380. Yes, the 2.0 Bodyguard's a 380, Jed. That one right there. That's a 380. No Glock 19s. We just have a Glock 20. It's the only Glock I own. 17 WSM. Yes and no. Jed, I say that for a reason because I use WSM 17 mags to make my 25 rimfire bullets. So yes and no. Glock, good but overrated. True that, Mike. True that. Dominique Blake, do you mean a Mosin? I have a Mosin. What's your best sniper? The 338 Lapua right there, Mr. Dominique. What pistols do you carry for every day? I already answered that. Green. Already answered if I have an 8 gauge. Loaded with slugs. Oh, there you go. Close up at 338 Lapua. Guys, if you drop some super chats, we'll also make, or any other donations through Cash App or Venmo, we are going to use those donations for the TX22 Taurus that we're buying for the channel. After that, we're going to put an FRT in that with donations. And each time we get a donation, we do a gun rack. Like either bolt action lever or a slap from the MB5. So if you want to hear that stuff, music to your ears, there you go. All right, here's a 338 Lapua close up. There you go, Jed. It has a Vortex Venom scope on it. I had the caps off. There we go. All right, and that's my biggest gun as well, Beck. Hello from Malaysia. Hey, buddy. Dominic says, Astern? What do you mean? Which there is a Winchester on the wall. All of them are Winchesters, Python, except the top one. Those are all Winchesters, but the top one's a Henry. Biggest gun, that's that one there. Bubba AK, the Glock 19. What would I prefer? Probably it depends, I guess. I don't know. Do you have a 60 cal? I don't, Hunter. Do you have an SVD? No, sir. No RPGs, Standra, Fatty Fat, redacted messages. I don't know. Beckett. That's my biggest gun right there. SKS is right there, my friend. Fritz Norinko. T. Livingston is in the world and only choose one weapon. What would you choose? AK-47, Mr. Tillevine. Let's see. Hi, Habanelli M2 2003 and so good. Nice, Side. Shark says, will you recommend a Mossberg Maverick 88 security for home defense? Yes, sir, I would. Jack says, boring. Really? Beckett, I answered that twice already. That what my biggest gun was. Yes, they're all real. Master. At one point, I had over 2,000 guns. I did have my own shop, though. Well, yeah, that doesn't hardly count. You own your own shop, so. I have about 80 to 90, maybe 100. Beckett, we already answered that. Beckett, we already answered what my biggest gun was. Please do not keep asking it 6, 7, 8 times. Do you have an Odin? I do not. Alician says, nice. Let's see. Deutschland. Do you have a slug gun? They're super fun. I don't have a gun that's specifically for slugs. I have shot slugs through this one right here that's a little scratched up. Yard sale special. I have shot slugs through that. 12 gauge rifle slugs. Yes, they're all real, Mustosser. Ain't no one taking anything from this dude. Vincent. Dodge City says that 338 Lapua shoot half a mile. Actually, they shoot farther than that, Dodge. They can actually shoot up to almost 2 miles. They can do 1.75 is the farthest I've heard someone shoot with a 338. Beckett, you have asked 10 times now what my biggest rifle is. Right there. 338 Lapua. I have answered it twice already. This is the 3rd time. Last time, or you're getting kicked. Hats off your biggest gun. See, look, see, he already said it. Let's see, Palomar, I'm not sure what you mean. SKS, Fatty, it's right there. Okay, Beckett, you're going. Bye. You have asked it 12 times now. You asked it 2 more times after that. Let's see here. Do you have a 50 BMG? I don't, Maddox. Thanks for asking it properly. Most people say, do you have a 50 cal? Well, 50 cal could be a Desert Eagle. It could be a 50 Beowulf, a 500 Smith & Wesson, 50 BMG. I don't have a 50 BMG, though. This is Morris. That's a perfect gun if I ever saw one. Thanks, Jasmine. Like and subscribe. What's up, Maine? Let's see. 357 Magnum. Jet. We got... Excuse me. Asthma's kicking in. Excuse me, guys. I have a 357 revolver in there, Mr. Jed. HK-47. Yes, right there. Right there. Let's see. Please tell me you don't have any of those aluminum semi-automatic Savage 12 gauges. I don't, Mike. Let's see. What's up from Germany, guys? What's up, Morris? Nice AK. Thank you. What is your expensive gun? My most expensive that I paid for, but it's not worth the most, I don't think, is the 10 gauge right here. It's a Beretta Silverhawk. Made in Italy from 1960s. And then I have, I think it's Italy. The 303 British would be the most expensive if I had to replace it, I'm pretty sure. But I got it for a lot cheaper. What's trash, buddy? Mouster, I have a lot of guns in there. I have a whole bunch behind me here. Vincent says, trash. Please ask once. He gets every question. Can you show 12 gauge shell you have? Syed, here's a little Here's a little size comparison. So the very last one that's all brass is this first gun in the front. It's a 9mm rimfire. The next one is a 410 shotgun, which is on a shelf behind me. The yellow one's a 20 gauge. The purple one's a 16, which is that double barrel right there, the first one. And then the next one's a 12 gauge, which are those two in the back and this double barrel in the front here with the bunny ears. And the other one is a 10 gauge 3-inch Magnum turkey load that shoots in this 10 gauge right here. I also have other 10 gauges, but yeah. No 357 SIG, no 320 Federals, Glocks groupings are trash. Yeah, that's true. That one I totally admit that one, Vincent. That's why I only have one Glock. Plus their ergos are bad and the triggers are too. Shortest shotgun. Honestly, I think it's this double barrel right here. It's a 16 gauge Zastava M75, I believe, from 62, 65, something like that. I forget. Tikas. No Tikas, buddy. Mr. Fat Butt. As a German, that bleep looks bleeping amazing. Oh, thank you. But believe it, you don't have a CZ. I have two CZs. I have a CZ 52 Tuckeroff in there and a CZ 17 HMR in there. MG Lay. My favorite gun on the table would be this 10 gauge Beretta right there. It's made in Italy. It's a 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk from 60. In my country, we only have 12 gauge Italy admin Turkey made. There we go. Best handgun on the market for price and quality right now is the M&P line from Smith. Probably next would be probably Taurus, or not Taurus, Canik. Canik would probably next. Bang for the buck, Mike. Do you have a Tika? I don't, Jed. Bye. See you later, bro. Have a nice day. Thank you, Dominic. Hopefully you double tapped the screen before you left. You'll remember me, Connor Schrock. I remember the last name because I have friends that are Schrock. Shark says, what is your most powerful gun? I have a 10 gauge shotgun that ticks like a mule. The single shot over here. That one kicks the most for all my guns. It's from New England Arms. Let's see. H&R makes the same one. And then for my handguns would be a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum revolver. That's in the gun safe in there. And then my most recoiling rifle would be the 338 Lapua right here from Ruger Precision. Favorite gun, MG, I don't really have one. Smallest shotgun would be this one right here. It's a 9mm rimfire. I actually have two of them. The longer one's not on the table. It's up against the wall. Yeah, it is dead. The 6.7s. What's your favorite gun? Don't really have one. A Tim Spunk. I got a 500 Smith & Wesson in there, and I have a 460 in there. What would you use to clear your house, said Zay? Probably number 9 buckshot and 9mm or something. What's up, Simba? Welcome to the channel, buddy. You're not in here a lot, but I am going to make you a moderator. What gun do you use the most? It's not out, actually, Spider, Sammy. It's my 9mm TTI Canik, and all my other 9s I shoot quite a bit. You can definitely tell by the comments who doesn't know much about firearms. True that, Mike. So you live in Cali with the mags? I used to, Vincent. I used to. Yeah, you probably saw that mag right there. That is a Cali mag. It also had one of those really dumb grips with the wing on it. But I moved back to Arizona. I'm from Arizona until I was 22. Then I moved to Cali for like 12 and a half years, and now I'm back in Arizona again. Ellen says, hi. I want a lever shotgun. Hey, I got one of them. Do you have a Sako? I don't. Or Seiko, however you pronounce it. Jamie says, do you have a good look? I don't know. You want to take a look? Hi, guys. Welcome to Desert Armory and more. Appreciate you showing up. How's your day going? There's the face to the voice. How's it going, guys? Does it look like I have a good look? I don't know. Jamie, do I? Appreciate you showing up, guys. Means a lot to the channel. Let's see. Fresh Coat says, is that a Shield Plus? No, that is a 2.0 Bodyguard. It's one of my favorite EDCs. What is the best one you have ever fired? Big Daddy? I like my double barrels shooting those. I do like my pumps too. They're pretty cool. Do you have a Stevens single action shotgun? I don't. I have a Ivor Johnson's single action. It's a 410. It's behind me. Can them shotguns take out Bigfoot? Maybe the 10 gauges, Mr. Snow. What's the biggest rifle you have, though? Gold. So this is the biggest as in size and heaviness. A 338 Lapua. Goldilocks. But I do have, this is a bigger caliber. It's a 5.77 Schneider from 1840s. How many magnums do you have? Okay, Country Hunter. I have a 270, or I mean a 357 Magnum, a 460, a 500, a 338 Lapua Magnum, and I have the 10 gauge shotgun Magnums. So that's 5, I guess. Bro, the stream is glitching bad. Maybe you have to sign in and out. Let's see. Mano Nanayasasur. Whatever that means, Dury. Do you have a 30 cal? As in like a 30 carbine? I do not, Carbet Carter. I have a lot of bullets that are 30 caliber, like a 308, 30-06, the 300 Savage. Those are all 30 calibers. Jonathan says, hi. 40 cal handguns. I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Mrs. 123. Ever heard of a tracking point? Bradford, I don't think so. Jonathan says, yo, what is that musket? Yeah, that's a musket down there. It's from 1840s, roughly. How is your day? Going good, Mel. Maine, thank you. 12 gauge is not a 50 gauge. I didn't say it was. What is your cheapest gun? Cheapest gun I ever got was this one back here that's all scratched up. Somebody spray painted it black, which some of it's still on there. 50 buckaroos at a yard sale. Sears and Roebuck. Do you have a carbine? I have 1 or 2 carbines. This is a carbine M38 Mosin Nagant from 43. And then this is a carbine saddle ring lever action from 1904. Chambered in 25-35. It's a model 94. This little 22 is a carbine. And then I have 2 22s in there that are Rugers. They're carbines, 10-22s. What's your special shotgun? Jamie, it would be this one right here. This 10 gauge Silverhawk Beretta. Rolex 423, do you mean by caliber or overall mass? Yeah, that part I didn't know what he meant. Do you have a 40 cal handgun? I don't, mister. Well, technically I do. The 10 millimeter is a 40 cal. Do you want a shockwave? I don't. Baked beans? I was saying that Glock is trash. Yes, I do not like Glock myself, Vince. That's why I only have one. Because they aren't that great in my opinion. Do you have an air rifle? Jed, yes. This one right here is an air rifle. See that tan one right there? It's a Avenger Advente Air by, it's a 25 caliber. Do you have a Henry rifle? Saipan, right there's a Henry. The little 22 up there is a Henry. Let's see. Go look up 12 gauge versus 50 cal as far as diameter goes. They're definitely different gauge. I have a 5.77 that's even bigger than a 50 cal. It's as big as it's a 24 gauge shotgun shell fits into it. No CZ75s, my friend. Daniel says, damn. How are you, Eastern Drone? I'm doing great, Mr. Red. Thank you for coming by. Is that a Browning Colt 45? No, that is not. That is a Springfield Armory M1 or A1, I think. Yeah, mil spec. Do you have any USS 9s? I don't. Excuse me. Fresh Coat says Shield Plus or 365 for EDC. Either one will work. Fresh Coat. I actually currently use a 365 macro and the 2.0 bodyguard right there. Let's see. Jesus loves you. He does, Julian, and he loves you too. Amen. Got a GTA. What do you mean, Brandon? Be careful, says Isaac. What do you mean? Desert is running a little behind, but I'm doing well. Let me see. Yep, right there. There it is. Do you have a Henry rifle? Saipan. I answered that one. It's right there. 22. Let's see. Did you ever defend yourself with a gun? Thankfully, I never had to. What's up, little Chris? Hey, what's your dream gun? I'm not really sure. Let's see. You're right. Taurus 9mm is like 150. Yeah, there's something like that. Jesus loves you. Also, Second Amendment. Julian, amen. He does. Do you use the guns? Yes, I do. Saipan. I answered that a whole bunch of times already. That is a Henry 22. Let's see. Is that a sniper? Yes, the King. Right there. 3 Lapua. 1911's right there. See Trem right there. Crappable says hi. Isaac says hi. RR says cool. Bro's going to survive a zombie apocalypse by himself with all that. Let's see here, guys. What happened here? We can't open the safe, buddy. Can't do that. Do you have any Browning high powers? I do not. Check my account. I'm not sure what you mean, buddy. Can you show your favorite handgun? My favorite handgun's not out here. I could tell you about it and show the case it's in. It's in that black case. It's a CTI Canik Combat. Nice SKS, good set. Thank you very much, Rob. Jed says, do it good. You have a carbine. I have a couple of them, Stormtrooper. The M38 carbine right there. It's a Mosin Nagant from 43. The Saddle Ring carbine 2535. Made in 1904. Winchester Model 94. That's a carbine 22. And we got 2 carbine 1022s in the safe. Want the 2.0 bodyguard, probably going to be the next one. There you go. Do you have a lever action shotgun? Jed, yes, right here. Right there. It's a 10 gauge. Model 1901, made in 1901. Got a switch. No Romeo. He's not responding on YouTube. I am. I'm responding a whole bunch, dude. What's wrong with you? Let's read in the comments. Do you even use them? Yes, I do. A switch. Nope. I see a Glock. Yes, it's the Glock 20. No switchy. Is that a 4570, 3030, or a 35 lever action? Good, sir. This is a 3030 right there. That's a 44 mag. That's a 3220. That's a 2520. That's a 2535, and that's a 22. It just depends what you want, Mr. Rob Outdoors. Where's the button? What button? Do you have a dog? I have 2 doggies. Hey, what's up, John Crump? Appreciate you showing up to Desert Armory and more. Thank you, my friend, for giving us little friends a visit in. Let's see. Do you have tracking bullets? You mean tracers? No. You got to switch. No switch, Mr. Goated. HE says, be patient, man. He tries to read every comment, and he's running behind. He does his best to reply. Yes, I do. Do you have a birdshot? Shotgun's a birdshot, Mr. Chrysler. So, yeah, I got a lot of birdshot. Snub-nose Red'em. I have some snub-nose little revolvers that are in the safe, but they're not out today. Least favorite gun, Mr. Main, is my 25 Larson. No 4060s. I don't know if they make a 4560, honestly. I already said what my favorite... pump actions. Yes, Devin. I got 3 pump actions right there. The front one's a 20 gauge, and the 2 behind are 12s. No crossbows, Zed. Do you know who made Pakistani guns? I don't know, Mr. Khan. Mari Diaz is W Guns. My friend had a Silverhawk 12 gauge side-by-side beautiful shotgun. Yeah, mine's a 10 gauge. They're beautiful. My day's going well, Jed. Hey, remember that person who asked for the self-defense gun for a girl? Yes, I do. 375 Ruger. There you go. I don't have one. He does, Jed. No for Marlins. I have an old Henry and a Richardson 410 single shot. Nice, Eastern. Appreciate you showing up. Do you have a 1100? I do not EDR. I have a 1200. That back one's a 1200 Remington. Or sorry, Winchester. Spider says H. No 360. Bookhams. Jed Henderson. Yes. That one right there is a 2520 Winchester centerfire. Do you have a collector item gun? Yes, Jess. It's a single shot 22. They made only about 800 to 1,000 of them from 1869 to 1871. It's a little 22. Wish you're my dad. There you go. I need to get a new trapping rifle. My 22 semi-auto rifle is absolutely wrenched. There you go. Buy double taped. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Hunter. Shared brain cell. Oh, I remember you in here before. I chuckled at that name. Guys, stop spamming the chat. He's falling behind. I am. It's a lot of people in here, so I got to catch up, guys. Jake Chosa, what's up? Today's Shotgun Saturday. You need a Bernelli M3. That would be nice, as well as an M4. Excuse me. Mr. Fortnite says, hi. You deserve a Benelli M3. Ha, yeah, I do. Guys, if you would like, could you double tap the screen, subscribe? We also have Cash App, Venmo, and Super Chats. Those donations are to help the channel get a TX22 with an FRT. After that, we're putting the FRT inside the MP5. If you want to help with that, drop some Super Chats or Venmos, let me know. Be careful around blonde girls with a gun. Ooh. Do you have any 32 Magnums? I do not. I have some 32 rimfires and 32 Smith & Wesson shorts. And you have Caught Up Desert. There we go. M4 ain't a convertible. Yeah, they're expensive. A real M4? Dude, I did catch up. What do you know about that, folks? All right, let's put you back on the stand, guys. My arm's getting tired holding the phone up here. All right, thank you for those subscriptions, guys. We did catch up. Appreciate you. M3 is better. What's the difference, if you don't mind me asking? I'd love to learn. Love learning, guys. Never cease to learn. Mari Diaz, what's up? EDC this week. The 2.0 Bodyguard, I had more than my 365. Please, if you hit a chance, Google Jara Autumn key making, you will love it. Possibly. Don't even get notifications again. 2AJ, they do that all the time. There was a couple people that were on today, like Ken Rods. I didn't get his. Do you have any 9-shot 22 revolvers? I don't, Eastern. What's up, taters?
Or a sharp potato. You mushing, you baking, you smashing, you put them in a stew.
How you doing, buddy? How's your day? No suppressors, Jake. We might get one for our MP5 and one of my 9mm are threaded. I think they're the same thread, so I might just get one for both of them. I'm going to go Night Eastern Drum. See you, Mr. Ed. Appreciate you showing up. M3 is convertible like the Fancy 12, but it's an actual 3-inch chamber instead of 2 1/4. 2 1/4? You mean 2 3/4? Also make a action if you want. Interesting. Potato says he's doing good. We are too. We're eating a cheese stick. We didn't have lunch or supper yet, so. Storm, you asked me that twice already. Now this is the third time. If I have a carbine, I answered you both times already. Jed, I am not ignoring you. I answered every single question you said. Unless you already answered it. Asked it. Good night, Mr. Yup. Foster says, yup. That's nice, Foster. That would be nice. Are they similar in price? M4 versus M3, Brunelli's? 40 in the chat, guys. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for coming to Desert Armory and more. We've done dented one of our shotgun shells that I load myself. I don't like a good cheese stick. What brand? These are actually Lucerin from Safeway. They just taste like they taste a lot like the name brand ones. Yeah, Braxton, welcome to the channel. N3 is probably more expensive. Okay. Yo, y'all should subscribe to this guy. Thanks, Jed. Yeah, there goes YouTube throttling this down. Now we're down to 33. We had 120 something in here at one time, I think, because the M3 is convertible. Oh, well, that's like the CZ 400 series. You can change the barrels out. I have the CZ 427. I need to get the 22 mag barrels so I can switch them out. And it'll run in the same mag, same bolt action, because the back end's the same. Hey, Tactical Llama went live. Hi, how'd you sleep? Pretty good, Linder. Thank you for coming back. Do you have a slug gun? Not one that's specifically for slugs, but I have used slugs in one of those. They're all smoothbore. All my shotguns are smoothbore. Only one is interchangeable chokes. It's that Weatherby right there. That one has interchangeable chokes. The rest are modified or fixed. No semi or pumps. I got 2 pumps right there, or 3 pumps. Foster, I have 3 pumps right there, 20, 12, and 12. And then I have a semi-auto right there. Sega 12. That is Sharps. I don't have a Sharps, no. No Sharps. M3 is both. There you go. Yeah, Braxton, I don't have any Sharps. That'd be neat to get a Sharps. Like a sharpshooter Sharps. You got the big gun on the desk. Big gun, which one, buddy? I mean, we got a 10 mil, because people ask if I have a Glock all the time in a 1911, so I pretty much always put these out. I have some really big 460 Magnum and a 500, but they're not out today. They're usually out Thursdays. We call it Wheelgun Thursdays. Wow, YouTube, then docking our views, naughty. Thanks, guys, for the voting. Appreciate it. Looks like 12 gauge 1, then 20, then 410, then 10. What's the long gun closest? That one right there? That's a little shotgun rimfire 10 gauge. Or sorry, rimfire 9mm. It's called a 9mm Flowbert. Right there. It's a garden gun. Just found you. Can I get a quick tour of them all? Mr. Jordan. So we have a 9mm rimfire garden gun shotgun, a Zastava 16, a 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk from 60s, a 12 gauge with the bunny ears from the early 1900s or something like that, a Weatherby 20 gauge, a 12 gauge shotgun Sears and Roebuck 12 gauge 1200, Winchester. This is my EDC 2.0 Bodyguard, a 45 1911, and a 10 mil, and then throughout the whole room we got a lot of stuff. Is there an air conditioning AC? You probably hear my fan running in the background. Seen the Springfield DP12. I haven't. Is that an air conditioning? Are you a trapper? No, Jed, I'm not. Never trapped in my life, I don't think, with actual traps. Other than live traps. But you probably hear my fan in the background. Nice collection. Any left this hunting season? So, Mr. Jordan, I had luck with dove. It's currently quail I'm at. And I have a whitetail in mid-November. I have a bear in spring. I hope I get a javelina tag. I'm not sure if I'll get that yet. It's still impending. So we'll see if we get a buck this year. Behind you, hee hee. Do you have a HK? I'm behind you, hee hee. That's an HK MP5 clone with HK internals. Hey, welcome back, John Crump. Let's see, I tested more about the 9mm rimfire. Never seen anything like it. It's called a Flowbert rimfire. You're interested? Yeah, I have 2 of them. Do you have an animal head? I don't. Love HKs. Yeah, they're just expensive, man. AK versus AR, which one would you prefer in case of a war? Mr. Kong, the AK will outlast the AR, and you can repair it out on the street with street parts. I'd say it's probably not quite as accurate, maybe, as an AR, but it definitely will outlast it. So probably an AK. Do you watch Kendall Gray? I do watch Ken Rod. If that's the same guy. I don't know what Kendall Gray is, but Ken Rod Guns and Gear, I watch him. He sounds like he's an old Arkansas, North Carolina guy. He is from North Carolina, I believe. Whoa there, excuse me. Whew. Excuse me. Woohoo. 28 in the chat. Wow, yeah, YouTube's really throttling us down as soon as we hit like 50-minute mark. Kentucky Ballistics. Yep, I watch them all the time. I watch them all the time as soon as he gets one out. Same with Banana Ballistics. A whole bunch of other ones. Excuse me. MP5 is sweet from a very jealous Canadian. So, guys, our super chats are going towards the TX Taurus 22 with an FRT. After that, we're buying with the super chat and donations for the channel. We're going to buy an FRT for this. No 4-bores. We also have memberships for $1.99 a month starting. You get more in-depth videos of some of the guns, as well as it helps support the channel a little bit. It's $1.99 a month. Evergo elk hunting. 2AJ. Arizona is one of the hardest places to hunt elk because you're putting a lottery system with non-residents as well, and you might never ever get picked. It's sad. It's like 7:02 and I'm outside sitting on the porch. It's that time here as well, Mr. Leonard. If I sat on the porch right now, though, I'd get beat up by mosquitoes. Do you ever watch Guns and Gadgets? I think I do, Eastern. I'm pretty sure I'm subbed to him. Pretty sure. I just screenshot that. You might have heard. I'm pretty sure I watch Guns and Gadgets. Definitely subscribe to him, I'm pretty sure. Just in case I screenshot it. $118 likes. That's not too bad. If it goes too low, the views, I'll restart it. It helped with the algorithms. It helped last night. Do you play Hunter Call of the Wild? Jed, I don't play video games, actually. Haven't played any video games in a long time. Same, in 2 minutes, I'm having like 200 bites. Landra, I forget. You must live, if you're the same time zone as me, you must live like either in Arizona or on the coast. Like Oregon, Washington, or Cali. Because Arizona would be an hour ahead, but we don't have daylight savings time, so we're the same as Cali right now. And Oregon and Washington. How many 22s you have? I have like 5 handguns, Jed, and probably 5 or 6 rifles, bolt action and semi. What was it? The Monday before last, I had all my 22s out. You're in Cali, okay. Yeah, I used to live in Central California for 12 years. Before that, here in Arizona. Now I'm back. Way better gun laws. All right, what should we do for a poll here, folks? Let's see here. What's the other one? All right, guys, we got a poll started. Jed, we don't do that in here, just so you know. Have I ever been to Oklahoma? I have. What are you taking for your hunt? Mr. Jordan, we are taking the 30-30 lever action Rossi Rio Grande right there. And in the safe, I have a 270 Remington 700. We're taking those two. One's for in the brush when I go hunting. The other one will be for in the open. All right, guys, we got a voting going on right now. KFC, Church's Chicken, Chester's, or Popeyes. Right now, it's 50-50 on Popeyes and Church's. Do you have a horse? No, I have 2 donkeys, Mr. Jed. It's been a while, though, since I've been to Oklahoma. Ooh, number of years. Went to Perkins. Drove there as a family. I got 2 donkeys. 2 hee-haw. 34 people in the chat. I might restart the chat if it gets too low. It helps with the algorithms. And I just got a mosquito bite right now. I feel the itch and mosquito just flew by my face. Yes, sir. I got one of them today. If that, maybe more. What kind of dog do you have? I have 2 dogs, Jed. I have a red heeler and a German Shepherd. They're on my short, some of them, especially Skittles. The red heeler, he's on a lot of them because he goes hiking with me. And I do hiking videos. How long have you been collecting? Mr. Jordan, since I was 18. I'm 35, so a little ways, little time. What, 3 more years would be 20 years. So, 17 years, I guess. Oh, KFC's winning now. Oh, poor Chester's. He's just a 0%. Poor little guy. New to the channel. Yeah, you are new. I don't remember you in here before. Oh, I think one got my nose. Francisco Sarino says, I'm back. Bit the mosquito back. Show it who's boss. Yeah, I smack him if I can. Yes, sir, we do. Oh. Down to 29. If it drops down in the teens, I'll restart it, like 19 or lower. 26 now, yep. Let's see here. Yeah, we have mosquitoes here, even though it's, dry. Although we've gotten a lot of rain, but in this grass and stuff, they chill out and in the shade, so we still have them. Mr. Jordan, not really. I have a favorite bolt action, which is the 338 Lapua right there. My favorite shotgun is the 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk right there. Favorite revolvers in this blue box, it's a 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. Favorite lever action is my 32 Winchester Centerfire Model 92, made in 1895, hexagon barrel. Favorite semi-auto is my AK-47 Kalashnikov. And yeah, that's my favorites. Wow, this is YouTube Nightmare. Really? Let's see, your Ken Run on Xavier just went live. I didn't know Xavier has live. Just bring in Skittles and watch the chat numbers go up. Maybe. Let's see, like senior revolvers. It reminds me of the song Big Irons. Yep. Is there going to be a stream tomorrow? Jed, hopefully, yes. Usually 6 p.m. Arizona time is usually when I do it. If it goes too low of a stream, I'll restart them lots of times. But other than that, I usually just keep it going. YouTube has been doing me kind of dirty of late. Horrible lives. They'll only go up to like 50 views and then stay at like 10, 12, 15. I used to have them go up for 100 and something for like an hour and a half. Which actually, this one went a little better than yesterday and the day before. It stayed at 100 or a little below, like 70, 80 for about an hour. They're going to be able to stream. Okay, that one already answered. Chicken nugget. What's up? Chicken nugget. Let's see. Right now, KFC has 50%, Church's Chicken 30%, Chester's 0, and Popeyes 20. Somebody likes KFC. They have good stuff. I should see if Skittles wants to come in. I'll be back, guys. All right, here comes Skittles, guys. Skittles is entering the chat. For me, it shows there are 33 watching. 26 on my end. Skittles, say hi. Skittles. Oh, we got to put them up. Sorry I was not made at the least stream. Sorry. No worries, Drew. Right there, buddy. Sorry I have not made it to the last streams. No worries. There's Skittles. This is my new favorite channel. Thank you, buddy. For me, it shows 33. Best defense, 9mm round. Either Hornady or, let's see. I use Hornady for my 9mm. And I use, what else do I have? I mostly use 9mm for defense as my other stuff. 26 now. Miguel, welcome to the chat, by the way. But yeah, I usually use Hornady, either critical defense or what's the one called? Something duty. And then for my 380, for 380, the best that I've seen and found for 380, which is what that 2.0 bodyguard is this right here, the PDX-1 Defender. They're one of the best ones for 380. They're bonded jacketed hollow point. They work very well for a 380. They're a super Jeep jacket. They're just really nice. Do I hunt with a 10mm? I go hunting with it. I mean hiking. Yep. Hey guys. Hey Skittles.
Skittles, they say hi. They say hi. Yeah. Oh, Skittles. Oh. Skittles.
He had a bump under his chin here for like a week. And here I think all it was like a bite from a spider or an ant or something. Favorite rifle ammo for hunting. We're going to use Hornady Whitetail for our 270. And for our 30-30, we're going to use Revel Levolution, I think it's called. It's a 160 grain, because that's just what I can find that I can sight them in with. I can buy a lot of ammo in those brands. Let's see. So yeah, we're going to use Hornady, and well, those are both Hornady, I guess. We're going to use Hornady. I like Hornady. It's a very nice brand. All around, I'd say they're one of the better brands. Some people use Underwood for the handguns, but they're kind of expensive.
Oh, Skittles. Skittles giving away free kisses. Yeah.
Skittles is kissing me. Give me some kisses. 15 in the chat, guys. If it stays below a teens, I'll shut it off and restart it. Love dogs. Me too. I got 2 of them. German Shepherd and this healer that you just saw. Yeah, 15 in the chat. It's just staying that.
Oh, Skittles.
Some people thought he was a fox. When you go caving, have you ever ran into a mountain lion or bobcat? I have not. Bats. Rattlesnakes. I went to go in a mine. There was a rattlesnakes. You have 2 border collies. Very nice dogs. There was a rattlesnake in a mine I went into. I have it on a video on one of my shorts. All of a sudden, I'm like, whoop, there's a rattlesnake. We can't go in this one. I was like, that was almost the last you saw of Desert Armory Moore for a while.
Oh, Skittles. Oh, Skittles.
Good old little boy. 19 right now. It's still teens. Barely. I haven't seen a mountain lion or a bobcat in a while. Coyotes. We see them all the time over here. What's up, Doom Guy? Look who joined the chat. That's weird. It says 19, but that said 19 before he got in here. Doom Day. Look, there's Skittles. They're little Skittles. 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 What's up? Skittles. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
Oh, what are you doing, Skittles? Oh.
Still 19, guys. I might restart it here shortly. Skittles, you want to go in the other room and go chill on the bed? He's got his own little bed. He's spoiled. All right, Skittles, you want to go out?
Okay, so do you believe in dialogue? No. No.
I don't know if he wants to go in his room or not. Do you have a chickens? I don't. I have a Arminius Titan Tiger 38 SPL FLE. What's that, Angel?
What?
I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, Skittles, what? You what? Oh, Skittles, you want to stay in
You
here?
two are sisters. The hell you are? You both have the same face.
I don't have one of those, buddy. I don't even know what that is. That's my roommate saying something about sisters. He's on Omegle or something like that. Skittles.
It's a bikini then.
Skittles, come on. Skittles wants to come back in. And I love it. So concealable. She's old, but she still guessed with the business of the 38 snub nose. You gotta love it. Yep, sure enough. I've never heard of that one, buddy. I'm gonna have to screenshot that one. Look it up, maybe. I'll probably forget. I screenshot so many things, and yeah. Why is my subscription counter not going up? We had a couple come in and subscribe. They said didn't go up though. That's weird. Welcome to Desert Armory, guys. Appreciate you for coming in and more. Leonard's his question. This is a question of your childhood. Do you ever grab bugs and keep them as pets when you're younger? Yes, Leonard. A lot of them. Someone just said, thank you. It is working then. I used to collect these little like a little black pill bug thingies. And then scorpions we'd collect. Other little beetles, I'm not sure. Collected lizards. I had a pet mouse one time I caught. Had him for a while. Thanks, Jed. Appreciate you subscribing. Growing up, I had rabbits. Would raise them either for meat or pets, sell them. Let's see, what else? Always have had a dog. Always have had a dog. Grew up with dogs. Grew up with chickens, too. But, hey, the chickens, nothing personal with the chicken. Doggies, that's a different story. Like little Skittles here. Oh, la la. I've had him for about a year now. Oh, Skittles. He just showed up in the neighborhood and we're like, hey, does anybody own him? Nobody claimed him, so I claimed him, took him with me to Arizona when I moved and named him Skittles before that. But yeah, you have a cow and horses. Gotcha. 17. Guys, I think I'm going to restart the chat here. If you guys could rejoin in about 5 minutes or less. I'll try to hook back up real quick, guys. We'll be right back in just a little bit, okay, guys? Hang on tight. We'll be right back. Okay? Thank you.